You might be wondering how Maina Njenga came to be the head of Mungiki, and how is the Mungiki connected to some of the Kikuyu nation's top leaders. Did you know that Maina Njenga has served up to 3 prison sentences for the evils of the Mungiki sect? The final question is, how did he become a billionaire and Raila Odinga's neighbor in Nairobi? And why do some people connect retired President Kenyatta to the Mungiki? Maina Njenga was born in Laikipia in 1969. His idea to form Mungiki was born when he started grassroots mobilization for KANU and President Moi in his Laikipia locality. For a long time in the 1990s, Maina shaped the Mungiki on the principles of patriarchal Kikuyu culture and the Mau heroes like Dedan Kimathi, General China, and others. In fact, in the Kikuyu tongue, Mungiki means a gathering of many or a multitude of people. It was a wholesome religious group that rejected much of Western civilization and religion. The members grew out their hair in rasta, indulged in rituals, tobacco and marijuana smoking, and at some point even encouraged female genital mutilation. However, in the mid-1990s, as the Mungiki grew in popularity, Maina and his colleagues at the top started getting involved in deep national politics. In 1997, it was reported that Mungiki was used to enforce government interests during and after the elections and the tribal clashes that ensued. After 1997 elections, Mungiki took roots in Nairobi as a full-blown urban mafia, and at the top of it, Maina Njenga. As Maina Njenga made powerful friends in the government, Mungiki's impunity grew, taking over the entire Matatu sector. By the turn of the century, every neighborhood in the city's eastern district was under Mungiki. The more politicians paid for the dirty services of this mob, the more powerful Mungiki grew. Those who have lived in Nairobi in the 1990s can remember the frequency of bank robberies and mob-related killings back then. Media and government records show that most small and medium businesses in Mungiki-dominated areas paid protection taxes to this legendary mafia. Between 2000 and 2002, Mungiki is reported to have amassed over 100,000 members nationwide. However, towards the 2002 elections, the distraction had become too much, and one horrible event prompted Moi to declare Mungiki illegal. A group of Mungiki militants had ambushed another group of youth for collecting tax in their territory. In the war that ensued, the Mungiki boys stabbed 20 men to death in broad daylight. After Moi's ban, the Mungiki went underground, administering oaths and killing people for politicians from the dark. Maina Njenga went into hiding and conducted the Mungiki orchestra from the shadows. He had several run-ins with authorities during Kibaki's first term. In the 2007 elections, Uhuru Kenyatta, who was also the leader of the opposition in parliament, campaigned for Kibaki's re-election. He was later accused of using Mungiki to cause violence and death in the election aftermath. The charges were never proven by any witness. However, a harrowing video of suspected Mungiki beheading 7 people in Mathare had emerged on the media. On the news reports, witnesses in Mathare and Kibra slums came out saying Mungiki and used police apparatus and uniform to murder and rape people during the melee. However, in 2007, Maina Njenga was arrested on the charges of drug trafficking, unlicensed lethal weapons possession, and organized crime. However, despite the long sentence he was to serve behind bars for all these crimes, Kibaki's government released him 3 years later. Many of the young men arrested in relation to Mungiki crimes back then are still in jail. After the Attorney General let him free in October 2008, under Kibaki's orders, Maina Njenga went straight to church and denounced the Mungiki, becoming a born-again Christian. After 2013, he continued to associate with top politicians such as former President Uhuru Kenyatta as a changed Christian man. In 2017, he tried to vie for elected office, but he failed. His wife, Virginia Nyakio, was murdered in cold blood in 2009 while Maina was still in prison. Maina Njenga owns several mansions in Karen, Lavington, Muthaiga and other places, and is in fact one of Raila Odinga's neighbors in Nairobi. Maina Njenga is one of Kenya's richest billionaires, considering that at one time the Mungiki would collect taxes from Kenyans almost like a government does. In fact, in an interview with a local TV station, Maina Njenga once revealed that he got rich from money politicians would pay for the services of Mungiki, especially during